So gumawa kami ng sarili naming wedding rings and we'll transform this sheet of silver to wedding bands. So come with us to make our rings here in Studio 925 located in Makati sa Jupiter Street.
Papunta kami ngayon sa Studio 925. We have a ring making workshop that Jess's siblings paid for dahil kasi it's parang birthday gift nila sa kanya. So, punta kami din ngayon. Medyo maulan ngayon. It's a rainy Sunday. Yeah. So, we'll see how it goes. Thank you, siblings this. Anong floor tayo? Dalawa?
One
set.
couple.
One couple. So, ito yung workshop namin. Yeah. Serious man. Yeah. I'm not to do that. Why no? Yeah. I like the texture.
You like it?
Yeah.
Which one do you like? The hammer?
The hammer. Dito manggagaling ring namin. Can you believe na magiging singsing ko later? So just nag-advance class naman siya. Iba talaga.
So sterling silver is already considered an alloy. An alloy is a metal composed of two or more metals.
Just...
Press the button with a torch dip and pagka-press, lift. And setting siya, this is super high. So, this one naman is too low. You won't be able to anneal it. So, dito tayo sa parang medium setting. Make sure you're heating it really well instead of like going like this.
May nagluluto ng bigas dito. This is for pickling. Para tanggalin yung stain, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's too high.
Wow.
Yeah, it's better. You should see a red color.
Oh, yeah. After na. Then, do I put it sa water?
Bigay mo na sa akin. Make sure you do the whole thing.
Fine. No, just there. Oh, wow. See the red glow. Yeah. So now we have to find the ring size namin. How you measure the...
So the cutting motion of the saw is when you pull the handle down.
Hirap yung initial cut ng saw. yung naputol na part. Yeah. So, alternative pala yung mga silver dust dito ginagamit din after sa mahal ng silver. So, yung mga tira na to, hindi siya sasayang, gagamitin din ulit siya. Sand. Folders, ay, file pala, file. Sand.
Place a piece of leather here to protect your bands because the edges are quite sharp. And then next, you will hold it down with a mandrel. Please hold here. You'll use it to hammer the mandrel. Right? Okay. To make it alive. And then instead of making but before we do our soldering, it's important that our ring is clean, like no oxidation, no black stuff. So, I need you to throw this in the slow cooker. Isain muna natin siya doon. Pa-shoot na lang sa basket. Okay.
Oh. Oh, yan na siya.
So you can hold it, and we need to activate the flux first. So we need to heat the ring. You can lower your hand here, and you'll be tracing the shape of the ring with a yellow flame. So next, we have our solder sheets here, and dapat nakagitna siya. So for soldering, you will basically just heat up the entire ring again. You trace the shape of the ring with a yellow flame.
Yeah, quench it. Oh, size pattern. Doon na sa rice slow cooker.
fingers. Pwede nakakapaso pa siya.
His and hers.
This doesn't work for me anymore.
Yeah, I like it.
Gawin naman sa kanya.
Mapaggawa mo.